welcome back. So we're looking at Coinbase, ticker symbol COIN. On Friday, stock closed at 229. So what to watch from here in terms of technicals for the stock? So let's switch to a daily chart. All right. Ever since it went public, well, we have this all-time highs. The day it went public hit 429, but we haven't tested that level. As close as we got here was somewhere here in November, 368. And from that point, if you look at this blue line, that's the downtrend I'm watching for the stock. All right. So if we measure this drop from this recent highs, okay, not from the moment it went public and those all-time highs, but just from this November 9th of November, stock is down 40%. So that's something I do not like at the moment because stock, let's take a look at another thing. So if you look at this chart on a daily chart, pay attention how many times we have bounced off of these 210, 220 zones. So this is the area where people bought the dip, and you can count it very easily. So we bounce here, right here, 3 times, 4 times, and maybe even here, 5th time. And now the fact that we're after give or take like 9 months or so, we are back at that level is concern for me, at least, because if you look at the daily chart and even hitting these levels, so if you were someone who was watching this stock knowing that this was an area of support somewhere here, you would say, hey, well, it did act as a support, I'll buy back. But the only hesitation for me, to go long right here without seeing the stock break out of this downtrend, is that fact that it's down in a very short period of time, 2 months or so, 40%. All right. And yes, it has been pretty much mirroring Bitcoin, BTC. And if you look at the BTC same time period and measure the drop for the BTC, let's take a look. So pretty much 40.6%, pretty much same as Bitcoin. That's why a lot of times when people tell to look at Coinbase, I just say it's been mirroring BTC, and whatever BTC does, that's what Coinbase most likely will do. So watch BTC. If we lose 40,000 on Bitcoin, that support over 40,000, well, very likely it's going to test. First of all, we still have a little bit of a hope right here at 37. But if it does go through that level, well, there's not much of a support till 30,000. And where Coinbase can go if BTC from this point drops to, well, let's measure it. Okay, let's just let's take a look at the numbers. So let's say BTC drops from here, I'm measuring from 42,000 support right here, right now, 41 or so, 27%. All right, to next level of support. Well, what if we measure same percentage for Coinbase? Let's say, all right, Coinbase slips below 220 and drops about, well, let me do this, about 25%, about the same as BTC does. Well, it can come down to 160. So 50-point drop from, I'm also measuring it from the support of a 220 at the moment from here, but to the upside. All right, so that's the downside probability I'm watching. And also I'm going to look at the option market and say, hey, what's the probability that this will happen by, let's go March 18th. So what's the probability? What's the market is pricing it? Well, 14%. So 14%, that's not a whole lot that Coinbase can go to 160, but to the upside, if I bring up moving averages, you can see yellow line on my chart is 50-day simple moving average. This purple line is 100-day. So if this stock gets back above this trend line, this blue trend line that I'm watching, downtrend, if it does break out of this level, it has been having a hard time breaking this level. I'm watching this 50-day, and it's coming down as well as days go by, so it's a moving average, right? I'm gonna be watching that level as a resistance. First, well, we have a little bit of a resistance here at 245, but if it gets back above this trend line and 245, very likely it's gonna go back to these 50-day moving averages, which is 280. That's the upside levels I'm watching for Coinbase. So I hope you guys like it. I understand the stock may be oversold and may look like attractive, but I'm personally I have a very hard time trying to time beaten down stocks. I would rather follow the trend and just be if stock is downtrending, just wait for the pops to occur and go short at certain resistance levels. So same thing with the uptrends. If stock is uptrending, well, I buy the dip at certain support levels. So that's what I'm watching for Coinbase. Hope you like it. See you in the next one.